Debbie with Kip's Corner. Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining me. I just wanted to very quickly and very excitedly show you Wonder. Wonder is a mixed media project that I've been working on, and she's finished. Yay! Through all of my renovation and stuff going on, I have actually managed to get a little bit done. I haven't been recording very much, but I have gotten a little done. So bear with me. We're close. This is let's see if I can explain what this is, because I'm not really sure what this is. The base, let's start there. The base, the very, very back, is a wood cradle, a round cradle board flipped upside down. So if you were going to do a painting or something and around, wanted it round, this is the cradle board this is really the front. But I have flipped it over, and the inset circle space was a perfect match to this metal piece. This is it was a lid of some sort. So the part that's glued in that you can't see was kind of like a handle, and it was smashed down flat. And so that's what is attached to the board. Then there's this mesh in the background. There you can see it nicely. And so I think it was a lid, that went over something like that. So I found it at a vintage market days, and just knew that it would be a really fun piece to work with, something a little unusual. And so here we are. Then from there, on the inside is a mix of chipboard, wood, metal, paper, just, all sorts of different type substrates, most of which have been painted with black gesso and then gone over with both vintage gold and aged iron, I think it is, metallic waxes, and just, kind of a mix of things. Then from there, so let me see if I can, here in the very, very back, that's a piece of chipboard. Then this number here, in the back, this number 8 is also chipboard. Then the 1, the 6, those are metal lead numbers. Then the flowers, this flower, this flower, this flower, and this flower are all metal. I know that these 3 are from Prima Marketing, from a set that they used to have. I guess they still have it. Then this is an real live keyboard key. No, it's not. This V and the number 5 they're actually beads, and you can barely see the hole here. Those are also from Prima Marketing. And then, let's see what I missed. The N and the C are metal printers blocks. And so that's why they're backwards. And this number back here, I think that's a number, I don't know what number that is, 7, is a metal stencil. And it's kind of stencil where you can slip multiples together. So there's like little tracks here where you can slide them together and create words and things. So that's number 7. Then the Full of Wonder is a Tim Holtz metal piece. The butterfly is also a Tim Holtz metal piece. Both of those start out in like a silvery tone. And so painting them black and then putting the gold wax on top gives them the color there. And then this, I don't know what this is in the back. It's a fan. It's metal. And I think it was originally a charm, like for a necklace. And I think there was a hook down here in the corner, the part that you can't see. And so it's a little fan back there. This board, this is actually 2 pieces of the trim boards from Tim Holtz. And then the books, these are just little miniature books here in the back. One of them was red. I think there's a hint of red still on it there. And I just put some, what did I use? Walnut stain, I think, on them. And the other 2 were brown, and I just got to add a little wax and stuff to them. Then on the inside of the flowers, here and here, Those are both art, what are they called? The pebbles from Prima Marketing. Melange pebbles, maybe? I don't know what they're called. This is a bead here. And then this is, oops, down here. That's actually a brad cut off, the bottom cut off and the top used. Okay. Oh, I think that's everything. The outside, I just used some heavy texture paste, some crackle paste. You can see the beautiful crackle, paint, wax. There's a tiny hint of some patina wax in here. The rest is dry brush color and vintage gold and Iron Age waxes. And so you can kind of see it just kind of goes all the way around and around on the sides. There's a little bit here and there. And it just has that, it's a dark brown. So anyway, this is, we'll just call her Full of Wonder. And it's done. And it was so fun to work on. I had a blast with this one. So I want to do more like this. I liked the small space. It was actually quite challenging because I'd pick up pieces that were, whoops, that's way too big. And so I kind of had to really keep it to the small space. And I wanted to create this assemblage, montage, collage kind of thing where the idea is, if you think of it as, you're reading a book or you're in your library and a garden kind of starts to grow around you. And the letters and numbers are just sort of a reflection of the books. That's anyway where my head started to go. Okay, that's that. Okay, more updates. Oh, and this piece, I tell you what, I think, okay, so I've got 100 things going on in my head. So first off, this coming weekend, Labor Day weekend, starting Friday at, I believe, 2 o'clock in the Central Time, 1:45 Central Time, Friday. I will still be working, but Friday, August 29th, kicks off our pajama party. There's going to be, I think, 10, 11, 12, something around in that neighborhood, different sellers throughout the entire weekend. We're going to go Friday from 1:45 to midnight, Central Standard Time. And then we're going to go Saturday, the 30th, from 8 a.m. to also midnight. And then we're going to go Sunday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Well, giveaways will be at 5 o'clock p.m. on Sunday. So literally 3 very full days of sales with different people, and everyone has 30-minute time slots. I have a couple of different 30-minute time slots. My first one is Friday at 10, from 10 to 10:30 Central. And then the next ones, let's see if I can tell you. I come back on Saturday morning at 9 a.m., Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m., Saturday evening at 8:30 p.m., and again at 9:30, and then Sunday, am I there? Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. And then I kind of am ending the show then Sunday afternoon at 4:30. So I don't know how many time slots that is, 6 maybe. So I will be, or 7, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 different time slots. I'm starting, Friday late. Hope you're still awake. Late Friday evening, a few on Saturday, and then a few on Sunday. At some point during that sale, I think I will introduce this. If it doesn't sell during the Pajama Party Sale, I will put it in my Etsy shop. So after Labor Day weekend, If it's still available, I will post her in the Etsy shop, but otherwise I will at some point during that sale, and I do not know yet when, but I will at some point during that sale bring her out and introduce her then. So this is Full of Wonder. Now, updates on everything else. So don't miss, and I know I would not expect anyone to be able to camp out in front of their computer on a YouTube live sale. Oh, and I'll put the link below. It's on Lindy K and Sean Designs YouTube channel. I'll put the link below. So be sure and check that out. And I'll also post the times that I'm going to sell on my community tab with the link there as well. At least a link to the first one. Once you click into the first sale on Friday, then you should be able to kind of do notifications and get the rest of them, because I don't know if I've got the links to all of them. If I do, I'll give you all of them. Anyway, okay, that's that. I think I've remembered to tell you everything there is to tell you about that. Okay, so rest of the updates. The In the Garden journal is ready to sew in. Now, given the weekend coming up, and I do have to get ready for the sale, and no, I have not really started much, so it's going to be a crazier than even normal week. I need to get her sewn in, finish her off, and she will be ready to go. In the Garden is spoken for. Yay. And then Lady Grunge. Once I get, so this piece is done, In the Garden will be done. Lady Grunge, then I'll be able to focus some attention on. So she's not very far. I really have only done the signatures and obviously most of the cover. Lots to do yet for her, but she will get my undivided attention once In the Garden is completely done. This Lady Grunge will be available. Oh, and In the Garden also, I should probably mention, is a Makers Guild project for Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos. And I'll put Patty's YouTube channel in the description box as well. So pretty much everything, the book cover pieces, and it's hardbound. The print, the digital prints used, that's all from, they're not digital prints, they're just printouts, papers used her all from Patty at Sacred Mementos. And then Lady Grunge is just something that I've been wanting to do. Her primary paper is going to be from Stamperia, from the Old Lace Stamperia paper set. And then I've added, other papers and things throughout, and I'll put links, when we get closer to that below for all of that. I think there's some other papers and some other digitals used in the Garden as well. I'm sure, I have no doubt, I know for a fact that I used some of Tracy Fox's digitals in the Garden as well. Okay, so I think that's it. I think I caught you up. So, Full of Wonder, she's done, yay. And In the Garden, she's almost done, yay. And Lady Grunge will get right in line after those two, and I'll focus on her, and then it'll be time to start a couple other projects. I've kind of decided I probably shouldn't try to do 2 journals at one time, because it's really hard for me to get them done, especially when you're doing a bunch of renovations in your house at the same time. Yeah, that's not so smart. But the renovations are almost done. Just have to finish the master bathroom, so at least for the next 2 weeks. But then I'm also kind of cleaning out, clearing out, or reorganizing every nook and cranny in my entire house, including my studio. So major projects in my head. What else do I want to tell you? So yeah, I will start. I think the next journal I do and I've got some ideas in my head, will be a design team project for Tracy Fox Creative. So just have to give some more thought to that. And then I have a pretty big mixed media assemblage project that I want to work on that is a Christmas theme, so our winter theme. So I need to get started on that, given that we're already almost in September. So yeah, I think that's probably the next thing I'll work on. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be a cool piece. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and follow me on Instagram. I try to post images, of everything I make on Instagram. I'm not there a lot, but I do the best I can. I don't get on Facebook very often, but yes, follow me on Instagram. Follow me here, and thank you for joining me. I'll be back. Bye-bye.